I wake before the sun, the air still cool and damp with the lake's breath. A thin mist hovers just above the water, obscuring the distant shore, making this small cove feel like the edge of the world. It's perfect. This is where it begins. For weeks, I've been scouting, searching for a place that speaks to me, a place where I can truly disappear into the work. This isolated inlet, with its deep, clear waters and that solitary rocky outcrop, called to me the moment I saw it. It promises a challenge, a blend of earth and water, a home that breathes with the lake itself. The quiet here is profound, a balm to the soul after years spent in the city's relentless hum. I can already feel the rhythm of this place settling into my bones. Today, the first phase, mapping and clearing. I pull on my waders, the cold plastic a familiar embrace against my skin. The water here is astonishingly clear, revealing smooth, gray stones and swaying aquatic plants beneath the surface. I wade out, a long measuring tape stretched between my hands, marking the perimeter of what will become the main living space. The plan is ambitious. A subterranean structure, mostly hidden, with vast windows looking directly into the lake. It means digging deep, not just into the earth, but into the very edge of the water. The early morning light, still soft and diffused, makes the water glow with an almost ethereal quality. I take a deep breath, the scent of damp earth and fresh water filling my lungs. The first sound of the day is the soft splash of my boots as I move through the shallows, followed by the gentle click of the tape measure locking into place. I use brightly colored flags, pushing them into the soft earth along the bank, outlining the future walls. The silence here is profound, broken only by the distant call of a loon and the rhythmic lapping of water against the shore. It's a silence that allows for thought, for planning, for the quiet satisfaction of a task begun. I trace the lines in my mind, visualizing the concrete, the steel, the massive panes of glass. It will be a sanctuary, a place where the boundary between human creation and natural beauty blurs. Each flag I place feels like a promise, a commitment to the vision taking shape in my head. The initial excavation is slow, deliberate work. I start by hand, removing the topsoil, careful not to disturb the delicate root systems of the trees further up the bank. The earth here is a rich, dark loam, smelling of damp leaves and ancient growth. Each shovelful is heavy, a testament to the density of the soil. I work in sections, creating terraces that will eventually form the different levels of the house. The sun climbs higher, warming my back, and the mist burns off, revealing the full expanse of the lake, sparkling like a scattered handful of diamonds. The rhythmic scrape of the shovel against the earth, the soft thud as the soil is deposited, these are the first notes of my construction symphony. I find ancient roots, smooth stones, and even a few fragments of old pottery, remnants of lives lived long ago by this very lake. Each discovery connects me more deeply to the land. I bring in a small electric excavator, its hum a low counterpoint to the natural sounds. It's a concession to practicality. This project is too large for hand tools alone. The machine bites into the earth, scooping out bucket after bucket of soil, which I carefully pile away from the water's edge. The rhythmic crunch of the tracks on the gravel, the hydraulic hiss as the arm extends and retracts, these become the new soundtrack of my days. I spend hours in the cab, focused, guiding the machine with precision, shaping the earth to my will. The smell of disturbed earth is strong, a primal scent that speaks of creation. I watch the contours of the land change, revealing layers of history, different colors of soil, ancient rock formations. It's like peeling back the skin of the earth, revealing its secrets. The sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, reflecting on the newly exposed earth. A beautiful end to a demanding day. The biggest challenge is the water table. As I dig deeper, the earth becomes saturated, and small springs begin to seep into the excavation. This is where the real engineering begins. I install a series of submersible pumps. Their quiet gurgle, a constant presence, keeping the pit dry enough to work. The water is channeled away, back into the lake, clear and clean. I dig a trench around the perimeter of the main excavation, a drainage system that will protect the structure from future seepage. It's a constant battle against the elements, but one I'm prepared for. The cold, damp air in the pit is invigorating, a constant reminder of the forces I'm working with. I meticulously check the levels, ensuring the pumps are working efficiently, the water flowing freely. The sound of the pumps becomes a familiar, comforting drone, a sign that progress is being made despite nature's persistent efforts to reclaim the space. With the main pit excavated, I begin to lay the foundation. Massive rebar cages are assembled on site, each steel bar carefully cut, bent, and tied into place. The metallic clink of the rebar as I work, the sharp snap of the tying wire, these sounds fill the air. I check each connection, ensuring the integrity of the structure. This foundation will bear the weight of earth, water, and concrete. It must be perfect. The concrete truck arrives, a rumbling giant on the narrow track I've carved through the woods. The wet, earthy smell of fresh concrete fills the air as it flows into the forms, a thick, gray river. I work quickly, spreading and leveling, ensuring a smooth, strong base. The vibrations from the concrete pump resonate through the ground, a deep, satisfying rumble. I use a long vibrator to remove any air bubbles, the low hum and subtle tremor in my hands ensuring a dense, unyielding slab. The sun beats down, making the work even more intense, but the satisfaction of seeing the foundation take shape is immense. Days turn into weeks. The concrete cures, hardening into an unyielding slab. Now, the walls. These will be thick, reinforced concrete designed to withstand the immense pressure of the earth and the lake. I build the forms with meticulous care, each wooden panel precisely cut and braced. The sound of the saw, a high-pitched whine, echoes across the water, a stark contrast to the natural quiet. I use a vibrator to remove air bubbles from the concrete as it's poured, ensuring maximum strength. The walls rise slowly, layer by layer, a formidable barrier against the outside world. The texture of the raw concrete, still damp and cool, is surprisingly beautiful. I run my hand over a freshly poured section, feeling its nascent strength. The air is thick with the scent of curing concrete, a smell that now signifies progress and permanence. Each section of wall, once cured, stands as a testament to careful planning and hard labor. The most exciting part is the preparation for the underwater windows. These will be massive, custom fabricated acrylic panels designed to withstand incredible pressure. I create large openings in the concrete walls, framing them with steel beams. The sheer scale of these openings is breathtaking. I imagine the view from inside, the filtered light, the silent dance of fish. It's a vision that drives me, pushing me through the long hours. The sound of the grinder as I smooth the steel frames, a shower of sparks against the twilight sky, is a beautiful, dangerous symphony. The metallic tang of the grinding dust mixes with the lake air. I meticulously measure and remeasure, knowing that the smallest error here could compromise the entire structure. The steel frames gleam under the work lights, promising a spectacular view. One afternoon, a sudden violent storm rolls in. The sky darkens, the wind whips across the lake, turning its surface into a churning gray expanse. Rain begins to fall, not gently, but in sheets, instantly filling the excavation. My pumps struggle to keep up. I rush to cover exposed areas, securing tarps, but the water rises quickly. It's a setback, a reminder of nature's power. I stand at the edge of the pit, watching the water fill my carefully dug space, a knot of frustration in my stomach. The roar of the wind, the drumming of rain on the tarps, the relentless rush of water into the pit, it's an overwhelming assault on the senses. I feel small, vulnerable against the raw force of the storm, but even as the water rises, I see the concrete walls standing firm, a silent defiance against the deluge. The next morning, the storm has passed, leaving behind a world washed clean. The air is crisp, the lake calm once more. The excavation is a muddy mess, but the concrete walls stand firm, unyielding. I spend the day pumping out the water, clearing debris, and reassessing the damage. It's a tedious, disheartening task, but as the water recedes, revealing the strong, gray walls, a quiet sense of triumph returns. The structure held. It's stronger than I thought. This challenge has only reinforced my resolve. The smell of wet earth and fresh rain is invigorating. I find a small, smooth stone, polished by the storm, and keep it as a reminder of nature's power and the resilience of my work. The sun breaks through the clouds, casting a golden light on the wet concrete, making it shimmer. The acrylic panels arrive, massive, heavy, and perfectly clear. Moving them into place is a delicate operation, requiring a small crane and hours of careful maneuvering. The air is tense as each panel is slowly lowered into its steel frame. The sound of the suction cups gripping the smooth surface, the low creak of the crane, the soft thud as the panel settles into place. Each sound is magnified by the importance of the moment. Once sealed, these windows will be my connection to the underwater world. I spend days meticulously sealing every edge, every joint, ensuring absolute watertight integrity. The silicone sealant has a distinct, slightly chemical smell that will soon be replaced by the fresh scent of the lake. I run my gloved hand along the smooth, cool surface of the acrylic, imagining the world that will soon be visible through it. The precision required for this stage is immense, each bead of sealant applied with unwavering focus. With the main structure enclosed, I begin the interior work. The air inside is cool, quiet, and smells faintly of concrete and fresh wood. I build internal walls, framing out the kitchen, bedroom, and living areas. The sound of the nail gun, a sharp, precise pop, echoes in the enclosed space. I install insulation, creating a thermal envelope that will keep the home warm in winter and cool in summer. The soft rustle of the insulation as I fit it into the studs is a comforting sound, a promise of warmth and comfort. The wood for the framing is a light, clean pine, its scent a welcome change from the concrete. I measure twice, cut once, the saw's whine a familiar companion. Each stud placed, each wall framed, brings the vision closer to reality. The space begins to feel less like a construction site and more like a home. The interior finishes begin to transform the raw space. I lay wide plank oak flooring, each board carefully cut and fitted. The rich, earthy smell of the wood fills the air. The gentle tap of the mallet as I secure each plank, the soft scrape of the sandpaper as I smooth the edges. These are the sounds of a home coming to life. I build custom cabinetry, simple and functional, from reclaimed cedar, its aromatic scent, a constant companion. The soft whir of the orbital sander, the quiet brush of paint on the walls, these details bring warmth and personality to the space. The grain of the oak is beautiful, each knot and swirl telling a story. I take my time, ensuring every joint is tight, every surface smooth. The paint, a soft, muted gray, reflects the natural light beautifully, creating a calm and serene atmosphere. The scent of cedar from the cabinets is grounding, a reminder of the natural world just beyond the walls. Finally, the moment I've been waiting for, filling the lake around the windows. I've built a temporary cofferdam to keep the water out during construction. Now, it's time to remove it. I open the sluice gates, and the lake water begins to flow back, slowly, steadily, pressing against the massive acrylic panels. The sound is incredible. A deep, resonant hum as the water rises, a gentle gurgle as it fills the space. I stand inside watching, mesmerized, as the world outside transforms. The light shifts, becoming softer, greener, diffused by the water. Fish, curious and unafraid, swim past the windows, their scales catching the filtered light. It's like living inside an aquarium, but one that is part of the natural world. The pressure against the glass is immense, but the panels hold firm, a testament to the meticulous work. A school of small fish, shimmering silver, dances just beyond the glass, completely unaware of my presence. The world outside the window is alive, vibrant, and utterly captivating. The first night in the completed house is a revelation. I cook a simple meal on the small induction stove, the quiet sizzle of vegetables in the pan. The only light comes from a few strategically placed LED strips and the ethereal glow from the lake outside. I sit by the largest window, watching the underwater world come alive. A school of minnows darts past, followed by a larger base, its shadow briefly eclipsing the light. The silence is absolute, broken only by the soft hum of the filtration system and the occasional gentle bump of something brushing against the glass. The taste of the food is heightened by the unique atmosphere, a quiet celebration of completion. I trace the path of a crayfish scuttling across the lakebed, its movements slow and deliberate. The feeling of being completely immersed in nature, yet sheltered and warm, is profound. I lie in bed, the soft mattress, a welcome luxury after months of hard work. Above me, the earth. Around me, the lake. I feel utterly connected to this place, to the rhythm of nature. The filtered moonlight streams through the water, casting shifting patterns on the ceiling. It's a feeling of profound peace, of accomplishment. This house isn't just a structure. It's a testament to patience, to perseverance, to the quiet joy of creating something beautiful with my own hands. I close my eyes, the gentle sway of the water outside the window lulling me into a deep, contented sleep. This is home. The subtle sounds of the lake, the distant call of an owl, the gentle rustle of leaves above ground, all contribute to a sense of perfect harmony. I drift off, dreaming of the next project, the next challenge, the next quiet creation.